most people are probably going to do better with changing their mindset going into golf. It's not about being angry all the time, it's about having fun and having the luxury of being outdoors. Golf can be as fun and as focused as you want it to be, but it's up to you to figure that out. I am going to make a statement that you initially may think is pretty controversial or you may disagree with, but by the end of the video, you're probably going to agree with. And that statement is that most of you watching this are never going to break 100. Well, maybe not this channel, but most golfers are probably never going to break 100. Now, that's not to say that I don't believe that people can or can't break 100, but I firmly believe that most people won't. And that's the reason why the average golfer shoots over 100 and can't break 100. It's kind of the same reason why most people want a six-pack, but they don't actually get a six-pack. I think a lot of golfers want to be better, but they don't actually want to get better. They don't really want to put in any effort to get better. They're just kind of looking for one easy magical thing to actually just be better at golf. And unfortunately, that's not really how it works. That's why a lot of YouTube videos and coaching videos is really designed on one magic thing that is going to help fix your swing. I've been there, right? Like I said, I just started golfing 2 years ago, but in that time frame, I'm shooting in the low 80s. And I'm pretty much going to be a single-digit handicap before I know it. Soon, either this year or early next year. I just need to actually play some more rounds. But I have confidence that I can do that because, one, I actually want to get better, and I like getting better. I don't believe me just being better just for the f of it. Golf is a very technical sport, and it takes a good amount to get better, but that's only when you really are starting to break 80s and the 70s. Before then, golf is not really that hard, and I know that's a controversial statement, but right, once you learn what it takes to break 100 and to break 90, then you realize that, yeah, anyone can do it. People breaking 100 for the first time and shooting in the 80s are pretty much like the same technical skill set golfers. It's just their approach to golf is much different. Oh, bogey start. Just think of how many times, and you've been there, I've been there, most people have been there, where you think, all right, I'm actually gonna get a six-pack, I'm gonna lose some weight, I'm gonna be looking good, and you make a change and you stop doing that change pretty much instantly, right? 1 month goes by and you stop doing what you said you were going to do. That's how most people approach golf, where they look up a swing change, a swing video, maybe even look up my videos, right? But you want to make a change, but you actually don't want to do the effort to put in that change. Now that's why a lot of the videos that I make, I'm talking about the mental side of things, because it's a lot easier than technical swing changes, which most people should not be doing anyway. Because the mental things, in theory, they should be easier, but it still falls under the same effort. And that's why most people have a difficult time making changes in their life, because mentally it takes effort, and a lot of people don't want to put in that mental effort to actually think differently on the course, to plan accordingly on my course management on the course, to take my ego out of golf. I just want to go out there, swing the club, and make good shots, even though I don't put in any effort to improve to hit better shots. That was not a good shot. Well, it's a fine shot. I know some people think that it's easy to say that from the other side of breaking 100 and breaking 90. That's the reason why I say that, right? So a lot of people, and I talk similarly to my clients this way in my profession, where sometimes you need kind of like you can say a wake-up call, right? But you need to know that, hey, I'm saying that I want to do these things, but I'm not actually wanting to do those things, right? Now, of course, with mental health and a lot of different things, there's a lot of different factors preventing people from actually making changes. But in golf, the only things that are preventing you from making those changes are you. And it's simply for the fact that you don't actually have the desire to break 100. You may have the fleeting motivation to break 100, but you don't actually want to. You don't learn from your mistakes and do anything different. Every round that you go out, you're probably doing the same exact mistakes. But why? How many times have you played a round of golf where you have changed your golf swing, I don't know, 3 or 4 times during the round? And you do that pretty much every single round? How many times have you actually went out to the driving range and tried to change your swing? That was a terrible putt. How many times have you even watched a video like mine and actually implemented some of the things that I speak about? Like I said before in another video, I firmly believe that anybody that can at least hit any club 100 yards forward, as long as that's like not your driver, you have the ability to break 90. Once you start breaking 90, then it becomes a little bit harder because you need more pars. Before then, all you need to do is play bogey golf, which is not that difficult once you accept that it's not that difficult. I didn't see where that went. Good news is you don't actually need to break a 100. I mean, there's no award, there's no medal. I mean, you can award yourself, but there's nothing actually like material with breaking 100. But it does feel good, right? It feels good to set goals and conquer them. And that's why I like golf, because I like setting goals and I like breaking those goals. And golf is an endless pursuit of new goals. And a lot of people think they want to do that, but they don't actually want to do that. And I'm not saying that I'm better than you, unless you struggle with contact alone with the ball, then you can break 100. You just need to, one, put your ego away and stop playing the way that you do that is not helping you break 100. If the way that you were playing was the way to break 100, well, then you would have broken 100. Once I realized, oh, no spin. I gotta really work on spin out of the rough. Once I realized, hey, what I'm doing is not helping me break 100, well, then my scores started dropping pretty quickly. And I realized that pretty much in the beginning of golf. Okay, still no spin. Oh, we'll figure that out. Now, I find the pursuit of excellence in golf fun. But I can also recognize that trying to challenge yourself and to break 100, some deer on the other field, trying to challenge yourself and constantly improve and make changes, it's not really many people's goals. They just kind of want to go out, hit the ball, have some fun. And I think that is perfect. In fact, when I go out for a round and I'm not caring about my score, it is so freeing if you hit a bad shot. If I hit a bad putt like that, well, okay, that's not a bad putt. But if I had a bad putt and I know today I'm not caring about my score, I'm gonna shoot a 99, I feel relaxed all the time. When I am focused on breaking 80, well, then I am taking a lot more focus into the golf round than, the other times. When I'm focusing on breaking 80, my focus is 100% on every single shot. But if you are one of the people that actually want to break your score, you can do it. Golf can be as fun and as focused as you want it to be, but it's up to you to figure that out, right? So the mental approach to how you're approaching your rounds is going to dictate how your round is gonna go. Now, of course, physically, if you're feeling off, you can't do too much about that. But if my mental focus is, I'm gonna go out and I'm just gonna fuck around, well, guess what? You're not gonna break 100. If you're going out to hang out with the boys and the girls, and you don't really care about your score, you're not gonna break 100, which is fine. That's not the goal of the day. But if you're going out and you're saying, hey, I want a scoring round, and you're not scoring, breaking 100, and 100 is just a milestone because the average golfer is not breaking 100. So I'm using that as kind of a baseline reference. But if you're going out and not doing that, and you want to do that, then something is disconnected in the way that you're approaching golf and the way that you're actually playing golf. I saw nothing of that, and it was hit really bad. So, I don't know where that went. I'm gonna get out of here soon. There's a lot of bugs coming out. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking, well, I can't practice as much as I want to or need to. And the reality is, it's similar to people that are saying, well, I want to lose weight, but I can't because X, Y, and Z. You can, but you just don't want to. You can easily find 15 to 30 minutes to hit the driving range up. You don't need much to work on your swing if you really want to. If you play golf 6 times a year, well, your scores probably aren't going to change that much, which is fine because obviously it's not that much of a priority to get better. I can want to get better, but I have to take the reality that, hey, I'm not going to get better playing 6 times a year. A lot of it is about letting your ego get out of your own way so you can actually improve. Some people let their ego get in their way with a lot of things in life, and they are scared to improve because I am scared of failing to actually achieve what I want to do. So you need to let your ego get out of your way and let you actually improve. Some people, their ego is getting in the way when they're playing their round. Either they're too lazy, right, or too unwilling to focus, or they get too angry because their ego gets in the way of actually playing golf. And I don't like the saying of you're not good enough to get angry. Partially true, but also you don't practice enough to get angry. Ooh, that's really good. Oh, it's not really good. I take a problem-solving approach to golf. Each round, I'm looking to solve one problem in my game and learn one thing. One real round, right? Or you may practice round. Sometimes I go out and I'm just hitting the ball, which is fine, getting those reps in. But that has worked for me to figure out, all right, what is it that I need to do differently the next round? If I'm doing that every time I get into a bunker, I need to learn, well, what is it that I'm doing wrong that I can do differently next time? I stopped watching YouTube videos on the golf swing and doing different things because I would get a swing that was working for me. I'd watch myself in slow motion after watching myself, or after watching a YouTube video, and I'd realize I'm not doing the same thing that this YouTube video was telling me, and then I would hit it like trash again. And I would repeat that process all the time. So, if I'm hitting it too far now, great, I learned how to get out of a bunker. I'm not leaving it in the bunker anymore. So then, the next round I'm going out, I'm figuring out, okay, what did I do in between that 1, 2 rounds ago and this time, or maybe the last bunker in the same round and this time, and I'm going to try to do something different. I'm not going to repeat the same mistakes. Because if I'm repeating this, I mean, that's kind of a bad shot, but if I'm repeating the same mistakes every single time and I'm not learning from it, why? Why would I do that to myself? Similar to that in life, if I'm doing something that is making me unhappy, well, why would I do that to myself? Now, I know that sounds ironic because, I mean, I know the answer why most people do that, right? Because I'm a psychologist and that's my job to know why. But the point is, why do that to yourself? Most people are probably going to do better with changing their mindset going into golf, not changing their actual swing. Most people have a swing that can get them to breaking 90, which is fine. Now, if you are topping the ball every other shot, yeah, you need to figure something out. Most of the time, you just need to practice on your low point. If you focus on your low point control, you're gonna go a long way. But most people are just going to need to take a better approach to golf. Oh, zoom and putt. Most people just need to take a better mindset into golf. And there are YouTube channels out there, other than mine, and of course, other than Golf Sidekicks. Maybe there is, I don't know. I don't really watch too many golf videos, but change the way that you were thinking about approaching golf. Maybe change the way that you're thinking about approaching life and trying to do things that work. If it works, keep doing it. If it doesn't work, stop doing it and just have fun with it. If you're having fun, it's shooting over 100, have fun. Golf is about having fun. It's a luxury sport. It's not really meant to be beating yourself up all the time and be angry. Why am I even still putting this? I'm not even playing. It's not about being angry all the time. It's about having fun and having the luxury of being outdoors. Anyway, this video was sponsored by me and some golfers that I overheard in the golf driving range, and them talking about being unable to break their scores. Terrible shot. Rant over. you know, you try a new swing and sometimes it just doesn't work out. And that's fine. That's golf, I guess. Anyway, I'll see you next time.